So hey everyone, this is Nabil Khan and welcome back to another video. And in this video we are going to start the front-end development course, and in this video we are going to cover the roadmap of our course and we will cover the topics that we are going to learn in this course. So without wasting any more time, let's start this video. So first of all, we will see the roadmap for our course. So first of all, we will cover the HTML and we will learn the basic concepts of HTML and the concepts which are required to build a website. Then after HTML, we will see the CSS and we will learn the concept of CSS that are required to design a website. After CSS, we will cover the Bootstrap, which is basically a framework of CSS. And after Bootstrap, we will cover JavaScript and the basic concepts of JavaScript that are required to become a front-end developer. And then at last we will cover the projects. We will build some great projects in this course. So this will be the roadmap of our course. Now let's see which topics we are going to cover in HTML. So in HTML, first of all we will see the basics of HTML, and then we will cover the structure of HTML. Then after we will cover the heading and paragraph tags, and then we will cover the links and images tags. So after this we will cover ordered list and unordered list. Then we will cover the form tags and input tags, and we will build some forms, registration forms. Then we will cover the table tag and we will create a table. So after table tag we will cover the inline and block elements, and after that we will cover the media tags like audio and video. And then at last we will cover the IDs and classes and how we can target the IDs and classes in HTML. So this will be the roadmap for HTML. Then we will see the concepts that we are covering in CSS. So first of all, we will cover the introduction to CSS, and then we will see the types of CSS like inline CSS, internal CSS and external CSS. Then we will see the selectors in CSS, and then after we will cover the fonts and its properties. Then we will cover the colors and its properties. Then we will see how we can add the background and borders and border radius. Then we will cover the margin and padding in CSS. Then we will see the float properties in CSS. Then we are going to see the display properties like flags, block and inline blocks, this type of properties. And then we will cover the positioning in CSS. Then we are going to cover the flags post property, which is the most important in CSS. Then we are going to see the grid property in CSS, and then we are going to see the pseudo selectors. So this will be the roadmap for CSS. Now let's see the concepts that we are going to learn in JavaScript. So first of all, we will cover the introduction part to JavaScript, and after we will see the variables and data types in JavaScript. Then we will cover the strings in JavaScript, and then we are going to see the conditionals in JavaScript like if else. Then we are going to see the switch case statement and arrays and objects in JavaScript, and then we are going to see the functions in JavaScript. Then we are going to cover the loops like for loop, while loop, do while loop and for each loop. Then we are going to see the navigating DOM using JavaScript. We will navigate the DOM using JavaScript, and then we are going to see how we can listen an event in JavaScript. And then at last we are going to see the arrow functions in JavaScript. So this will be the roadmap for JavaScript. So this is all about it, and hope you like the video. And if you like the video, do not forget to like the video and subscribe the channel.